Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mandy Grace. I am the author of a retelling of the Legend of Robin Hood, Return to Sherwood. Today I am doing another reading vlog, which I feel like I haven't done in months. I don't remember the last time I did a reading vlog. But this reading vlog is actually going to start with an unboxing because for months building up to the release of Pistol Daisy by Natalia Leigh, I was super excited, and I ordered it the day that it came out. What was that, the 9th or something of June? Anyway, yes, and I was insanely excited for it to come in the mail. And then it did come in the mail a week ago, but due to unforeseen circumstances, I was unable to actually check my mail for the past week, so the anticipation has just continued to build and build and build. So, I'm going to open it now, and then start reading it. Also, I got several boxes in the mail that could potentially both be books, and I'm not sure which it is, to be honest. The other book that should be coming is the hardcover of The Stolen Kingdom. I'm gonna guess this is the hardcover. So we're gonna hope this is Pistol Daisy because, you know, this is the Pistol Daisy video. Here we go. Well, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. What have we got? I see Pistol Daisy. It's so pretty. I love it. Oh, I love this cover. Oh, there's illustrations. The real test. Oh, that's a different smell. It sort of smells hot, which makes sense because it's been sitting in a locker for 7 days. Look, there's like a little bird. Anyway, I'm excited to read this, and I will get started on that. I'm going to open the hardcover while I'm here because why not? Except it doesn't want to. It has this little tab they can pull, but it doesn't want to pull. Open sesame! Ah! It's fine. Also, I was wrong. It was the hardcover of the Ginny Key, so now I'm confused. What happened to the Stolen Kingdom? I figured it would come first, but it did not. Anyway. Good stuff. What does this one smell like? So in the midst of reading Pistol Daisy, I've discovered that sometimes I sort of have to take a break because it uses so much of my brain to decipher what Daisy is saying. Because, you know, she lives in the Wild West and doesn't speak English the way I speak and understand English. So, yeah, sometimes I have to just pause a little bit and let my brain catch up as it tries to decipher what Daisy is saying. Because it's not just in the dialogue that people are speaking Western, it's the entire book because the narration is first person, so everything is Daisy speaking in ways that I do not naturally speak. I love it though. It feels very authentic, and it definitely gets you into the story and into Daisy's headspace. Like you feel like you're there, and like she's a person, and just the way she speaks. I don't know how to describe it, but it's good, but also my brain is having trouble keeping up with it. I say we.
I parked horribly. There's like 4 feet of space here. That was an exaggeration. But there's a great amount of space here. I'm really waiting for this person behind us so
they don't have to.
Fewer witnesses to my cherry limeade. Okay. That was loud. Do I look cute? Do I look ugly?
All I wanted was for you to explain that we were going to the lake to read our books.
Okay, I'll explain that. Okay, so I desperately wanted to leave the house today, and Amanda was like, no, I just want to sit and read my book, and I was like, hey. So I desperately wanted to leave the
Take 3.
So I desperately wanted to leave the house today, and
Take 4?
and Mandy, would you stop?
Sorry.
Cut. And Mandy was like, I just want to sit at home and read my book. And I was like, oh, I got you. So we're going to go to the lake and read books. But since we were leaving the house, I had to come to Sonic and get drinks to drink while we're at the lake reading our books.
That's about it.
That's what's happening.
I'm finishing Crystal Daisy, hopefully, today, which is amazing, and I love it. She's reading, where is it? The Genie Key! I just got my hardcover of The Stolen Kingdom, also the Genie Key, earlier this week. So that's exciting. I might have to like reread the series in hardcover.
I'm literally crying. I don't even know why.
Hold on. Let me go around and get. Oh look, there's a napkin. Okay. I'm gonna channel my friend Noelle in this instance and not be afraid of the creepy crawler.
I'm literally crying.
It's gonna be fine.
I'm not looking. I refuse to look.
I don't want to. I don't want to touch it.
I don't even know where I'm supposed to be aiming the camera because I refuse to look. What? Up what?
I can't do it. I hate that.
Would you just deal with it, please?
I am as equally as afraid of spiders as you are.
I can't even look.
I want to like smack it away, but I don't want to touch it.
Mandy!
Wait, hand me the water bottle.
With my gum on it?
I'll use the other hand. I can't do it.
Mandy! Oh, I found it. Ah! Ah!
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes and just swing.
Ah! No, don't do that. Don't do that. Ah! You missed. You missed. It's coming. Ah! Ah!
Okay, it's outside the car. She was driving, and I was trying not to tell her that there was a spider right next to her head, because I knew she would swerve right off the road. Okay, that was fun. That was, everybody breathe. Oh, he's still moving! I hate spiders. I hate spiders. I hate spiders. I gotta shut this door before he comes in. He's coming for us. Whew. Okay. Okay. Everybody breathe. Are we doing okay? Hi. it's pretty windy out here, and I don't know how that will translate to audio on my camera. Last time was a pretty still day, and it was still pretty hard to understand anything I was saying because of the wind. So this might be pointless, and I may have to delete all of this. But I have finished Pistol Daisy, which I loved, and I'm super excited about reading the sequel, Whiskey City. But there was one particular part of the book that really irked me, and I feel the need to rant about it. So, I'm gonna throw this up on the end of the video. If you don't want to stick around for it, feel free to skip. It's just me ranting. Also, obviously spoiler warning. I don't know what I'm going to say in a few minutes, so I might spoil the whole plot of the book, who knows. Yeah, so spoiler warning, but also trigger warning, because I am going to be talking about some heavy topics, specifically rape, so if that makes you uncomfortable and or reminds you of something in your past, then just, you know, skip this part. Like I said, I'm putting it on the end so you can skip it. So, with all of the warnings out of the way, and ignoring the wind, which is going to make the audio crappy, around the midpoint of the book, oh, hold on. Around the midpoint of the book, Daisy is almost raped. And there was nothing wrong with that on its own, like that it is the plot point, it's fine. But generally, in books that I read, people use rape two ways. Either it's just something that happens so they can make their character edgier and stronger, but they don't actually, like, go through any sort of healthy healing process. They're just automatically badasses because they were raped. Or people do take their characters through a healing process, and it's a really beautiful thing, and I love it. So I was very interested to see what Natalia would do, because she had this rape scene, and whether it would be the, we're just a badass now, which irks me to no end when people do that, or if she would actually deal with it in a healthy way. And the answer is neither. Natalia did neither of those things. Daisy wasn't suddenly like, oh, look at this edgy thing that happened to me, which is great, because that would have made me sick. But also, she didn't have to, like, heal from it, because she never mentioned it again. Like, it just didn't affect her at all. She had no emotional or psychological response to being raped, which I do not understand. Like, I get that she has other trauma in her life to deal with the murders and everything of her family. Okay, that's fine. But also, I don't feel like a person could go through that rape and not be affected. But, like, it had no bearing on literally anything at all whatsoever. I mean, the people who were involved, specifically one person who was involved, came back in the story later. But, like, if it hadn't been rape and it had just been, like, a simple mugging, he would have had the exact same amount of bearing on the story. It doesn't matter. The rape did not matter whatsoever. And it just bothers me. Like, there should have been something. It's traumatizing to go through something like that. And Daisy just, like, didn't even notice whatsoever. And it wasn't that she was like, oh yeah, I'm fine, I was raped. She just didn't even, like, she didn't really call it that, or bother to remember that it happened to her. Like, I don't know. It bothered me, because it just didn't mean anything. We didn't go through a healing process, we didn't act like we were strong now, we just didn't do anything at all. It was weird. It was weird, and I don't like it. So that was the one thing that really bothered me. And it didn't spoil the book for me in any way, but just the entire half of the book, I just kept thinking, like, is she going to deal with it? Like, is that going to come back at some point? She was almost raped. This should mean something. This should be bothering her. She should be emotional. Anyway, but she wasn't, and it's fine. It's whatever. Whatever. So that's my rant. Hopefully the audio isn't too crappy, because I feel like I'm not going to do this rant again inside.